Welcome back to another episode. If you're a new subscriber, yeah, thank you. We are a family here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Yeah, we talk about financial development, self development, tech, and a lot of stuff. You're going to love it here. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back to another episode of listening to this little girl yap. It means a lot to me. So, without much delay, we are going to go over the topic of today. I have my trusted system here, but I'll just go over some few points. So, today we'll be looking at financial mistakes to avoid in 2025. Yes, we are all about securing the bag in 2025. We're all about pumping our financial game in 2025. So if you are about savings and investing, or you just want to have value of your money, then you should stick around and listen to these tips of mine and apply them, not just about listening to them, but apply them and you will see changes. Consciously try to avoid this mistake if you want to see value for your money over time in 2025. So let's go over it. Mistake number one, failing to budget for inflation. Failing to budget for inflation. That is mistake number one. What is inflation? In a simple, basic term, inflation is the rise of goods and services in the economy over a period of time. So, inflation, bread have gone up, food has gone up, transportation has gone up, everything has gone up, fuel has gone up. That is the basic term of inflation. So failing to budget for inflation, obviously in 2025, expect to see more of this inflation happening. Expect to see more of this inflation. So you don't want it to catch you unawares, so you have to budget for it. Okay, review your previous budget. If you are using a budget before, review it and try to add some little things to your budget, because the funny thing is that as everything is going up, the only thing that is not going up might actually be your salary. You're still going to have the same pay, but every other thing goes up. So budget for it. Tweak your budgeting system. If you have a functioning budgeting system last year, review it and tweak it here and there. I usually advise the 50-30-20 budgeting template. It is very easy and friendly to use. It is very easy. No, not too much mass is in it. Just 50% goes towards your needs. Your needs are things like rent, transportation, food, electricity bill, water bill. Things that needs are basically things that you can't do without. You can do without ice cream, you can do without pizza, you can do without shawarma, you can do without going to visit a new restaurant, you can do without not going to a club every Friday. So there are things that you can do without, there are things you can't do without. Okay. So needs are those things that you can't actually do without. So you put 50% of your earned income or of any income generally towards your needs. 30% goes to your want. Since you know you can do without, but you just want it to maybe have this kind of balanced social life. Like example, hanging out with friends, visiting a park or museum, going to a newly open restaurant, eating pizza, shawarma, things that you can actually do without. So those are wants. You put 30% of your income into your wants, then 20% of your income goes to your savings and investment. You can split that 20 into two, 10% for savings, 10% for investment, and there you have it, the 50-30-20 budgeting template. um I have a free template that I've already designed and customized. It is in the description box. You can just check it out and use it. One thing about this 50-30-20 budgeting template is that you can tweak it around. It's not a must you keep 30% for once. Someone like me, I don't usually go out. I hardly go out. So my wants category is actually lesser and I put more into savings and investment, because in my 20s and early 30s, in my 20s down to my 30s, I want to focus more on savings and investment to build wealth over time for the future. So always plan and budget for inflation. So tweak it. Yesterday's price is not today's price. That's one thing you should know. Yesterday's price is different from today's price in the market. You might buy egg 3,000, and as you're going to the market, it is 3,600. You can buy kerosene 2,000. Last year December, I bought kerosene 2,000 naira. January, I went to buy kerosene, it rose up to 2,400. So you can see that with inflation, your money is actually becoming more useless. The value is actually reducing. So you need to budget, so that budgeting will make you not to overspend, and it will also make you not to underestimate. That is the main core of budgeting. Mistake number two is not investing or delaying your investment. Not investing or delaying your investment. Now, if you are someone that wants to build wealth over time, you don't want to work till the day you die, or you don't want to continue feeding from hand to mouth, you just don't want to depend on your salary till the day you die, then you should start looking at investment, especially if you're still young. If you're still in your 20s, if you're still in your 30s, you still have the advantage. And the advantage there is time. Compared to someone that is in their 90s, you have time to invest. So you need to start investing, and you don't need to delay those investments anymore. Sometimes when we hear the word investment, we shy off, or we try to run away from that term, or try to say, oh, I don't know what investment is, or this and that. But see, investment is the only sure and assured way that you can beat inflation. You can budget for inflation. Budgeting for inflation will just make you still have peace of mind in a way, despite the high rise of things. But when you invest, you are getting more value for your money. Let's take example. If you had invested 100,000 naira in Tesla stocks, that 100,000, you had invested in 2020, that 100,000 would have yielded interest, and it would have grown. And now in 2025, your 100,000 would have become 1.3 million. Now that is what investment can do. That is what investment can do. It can multiply your money, and in that way, your money is, as inflation is there, your money is increasing, and it is the only way that you can actually beat inflation. That is the only way you can actually beat inflation. Now I'm hosting a stock investment class. If you want to start investing, you don't know how to start investing in the stock market, in real estate, I'm hosting this class. You can check the link in my bio. You can check the link in my description to join this class and be part of this class and start investing, and investing right. In this class, you get the basic knowledge about everything regarding investments, about the stock market, and also how to start investing in the real estate. So you need to start investing if you want to beat inflation. One thing about saving is that saving is good, but saving will only build discipline. To give you discipline over time, it will give you discipline to manage your money, it will give you discipline to spend wisely. Saving is all about the discipline you get. Okay. And even if you save in a fintech company that gives you interest of your savings, it will not still be compared, or it cannot be compared to what you get when you start investing in the stock market. It cannot be compared. Your banks, they use your money, the money you put in your bank, they carry it, use it, and invest in companies, and then just end up giving you debit alerts. Then you, as an individual, you are scared to use your own money to invest, which is quite crazy. And I think it is just the fear of growth that is maybe limiting you in a way. So make your own choice, do your own proper research. You can also join the class to get more info and start investing. Investing, and invest right. Another form of investment that you should make this 2025 is investing in yourself, dear. The investment in yourself will pay you the highest dividend. An investment in yourself will pay you the highest dividend. So invest in yourself, invest in education, invest in your growth, invest in a skill set, invest in yourself. That is another investment that you should take seriously this 2025. If you don't if you want to scale through and if you want to excel financially, start taking your investment serious, and not just only investments financially, but also an investment in yourself. Now, one thing about this investment is that if you are a beginner, as and it is normal for beginners to always have this fear. Oh, what if the this thing the it didn't work out, didn't go the way it was predicted. No, it's okay to have some certain fears with you when you're starting out your investment journey. It is very, very much okay. That is why whenever advising someone, especially a newbie in investing to invest, I always advise that they should go towards real estate and the stock markets. These are actually they are actually low risk investments. So you can start with that, and over time, as you invest in yourself and invest in more knowledge regarding investment, you can scale up from there and build financial wealth for yourself. So mistake number two is delaying investment or not investing at all. Delaying investment, you're always saying, "Oh, I will do it later. I will do it later. I'll do it tomorrow." How many tomorrows have gone, and you haven't even bought any investment or any property? How many tomorrows have gone? By the time you're saying tomorrow, 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 your money inflation is eating your money, and that value you won't get that value from your money anymore. You won't. Let me give a very realistic example about what inflation can do and how bad it can be. 2014, a 400 gram of pig milk was sold for 350. 300, 350. It was around that range. 400 gram of refilled pig milk. Now, 2025, that same 400 gram of refilled pig milk is sold for 4,700. It is sold for 4,700. So, if you had 1,000 naira with you as at 2014, you will be able to buy two of that refilled milk and still have change of like 100 naira or so. No, more than 100 naira, say 350, 350, that is 700. You able to have change of 300. In fact, you can, if you won't see the person that is selling it 300, you can buy like three and have change of 100 naira. But now in 2025, with that 1,000, you can't even buy it. You can't buy it. You need 4,700 to be able to buy one of that refill milk. So you can say that with inflation, your money has lost its value. So even if you are saving over time, you are saving in your regular bank, that money is still losing value. You're just allowing your money to sit in one place and lose value. So investing or investment helps you secure the value of your money. So that is all for mistake number two. So mistake number three, overlooking emergency savings. So a lot of people don't know what emergency savings is. They don't even have an emergency savings fund. Now we do not, and we cannot just stay and sit down and pray for bad things to happen to us. We always want the good to happen to us and to happen to people around us. We always pray for the good. We always pray for the better. We always pray for the best. But there are times that the worst can happen. There are times that some bad things can happen that you don't pray for. How prepared are you? How prepared are you if those things meet you? If tomorrow you lost your job and you can't find or secure a job in the next 6 months, do you have an emergency fund that you can fall back to within that first month to survive for the remaining course of the 6 months? Do you? Let's look at the LA fire that is going on. A lot of properties are destroyed. A lot of things are happening. It's so bad and it's so awful. Do you have an if something like that was to happen to you and you were left stranded, maybe fire erupted in your place and you are left stranded at that point in time, do you have funds that you can fall back to? We don't pray for bad things to happen to us. Yesterday, January 24th, I had an accident and the driver wasn't speeding, no. I don't even know how that accident happened, but it just happened. Currently, as I'm talking to you, my leg is in pains, my neck pains, my back pains. I didn't have any physical injury. okay? But I'll still go to the doctor later on to just do some physical check and make sure that I don't have any form of internal bleeding. But my legs, especially my right leg, is paining me and I can see myself limping. If something was to happen to you, an accident was to happen to you, and God helps you and you survived it, do you have any funds to like support yourself in the medical process? Or a particular sickness just came and erupted from somewhere. A lot of people just stay and the next thing they hear when go to see the doctor is that they have cancer. Do you have any funds that you can fall back to? Especially if you are a salary earner or a small business owner that your your business isn't really generating much income. Even if your business is generating much income and you want to start eating or start spending too much from your business, you're just eating the profit and eating the seed of your business, and that business will tend to fall over time. So, do you have an emergency funds? So, what is an emergency fund? What we're talking about? It is just an amount that you have kept to save for the raining days. And the raining days is not I need money to go for this outing. No, the rainy days are things that will just occur that can actually destabilize your livelihood. Example, you might lose your job. Example, flood might be in your area. Example, there might be an earthquake. Example, there might be a fire that will just engulf your building. Example, your landlord might just wake up one day and just decide to kick you out without quick notice. And before you want to talk about it, you're right, they will tell you that in Nigeria it is he who has money that can oppress the other person. Do you have of saving, your emergency saving, is it intact? Your emergency saving fund should be at least 6 months of what you spend in a month. So if generally everything you spend, you do your plus, you do your minus, and everything you spend in a month is like 60,000, you should have 60,000 times six, which is like 36,000, which is like 360,000 as your emergency fund, and it should be there the least minimum. And it's not as if you just have that 360, you will just keep it there and forget about it. You keep on adding to your emergency fund. You keep on adding, but you should focus first on getting down the first 6 months or the 6 months emergency fund intact. Focus on that one first, then gradually automate your savings and start saving it bit by bit. In fact, personally, I advise people that before you even go into investments, before you start investing and all those kind of things, you can get the investment knowledge for yourself and keep it. But before you go into serious investment, build your emergency fund first. Build that one first, because this investment you're doing this investment so that it can last the test of time, so that in the next, you don't want to touch your investment for like 5 to 10 years and above. Good and fine. But you need something that in case the going gets tough at that point in time, in case something out of the ordinary happen, we have natural disaster, we have man-made disaster. In case any of these things happen, and it's happened and meets you, which we do not pray for, you have something to fall back to. I didn't wake up yesterday and plan that I will have an accident. I didn't wake up yesterday and plan that I'll come back in the evening with my leg paining me to the point that I can hardly walk comfortably. I didn't plan that I won't be able to swallow properly because I have pains in my throat when I'm trying to swallow due to the impact of the accident. But these are things that just happens. It happened, and we look at the others and say, "Oh, we thank God for life. Life is more important." But in as much as life is more important, if bad thing happened to you and your life was preserved and you are to continue in the race of this life, what are you going to fall back on? Are you going to just focus your life on playing the pity card and say, "Oh, I'm just going to play the pity card and look for who would sympathize with me and beg here and there, borrow here and there"? Or you are going to, when that challenge meets you, it will meet you, and it will meet you at the point that you are fully prepared. And by the time you come out of it, you will look like nothing happened to you. You will not even be looking like your problems. Nobody will even know that you're even going through problems because you are prepared. That is what your emergency funds can do for you. So in this 2025, if you don't have it, no problem. We listen, we do not judge, but work towards it. Start saving. And even if you are saving in a high yield interest account, or you're saving in your regular bank that will just debit you whatever, if you are saving, and even when you start your investment journey, try and automate your savings and automate your investments. For your savings, you can put a little amount that if you leave it there, how I put it, you can put a little amount that if it's being taken out of your bank account every day, you will not feel it. Or maybe every week, you will not feel it. You can put that amount 200, naira, 50 naira, 500, depending on your capacity. Put a little amount that if it's being taken out of your account every day, you won't feel it. But then those little things that you're not feeling is accumulating for you somewhere. And that's the beauty about it. It's accumulating. So start building your emergency fund and also automate it and automate your savings and your investments in this 2025. The next one we're going to talk about is fear of missing out. Fear of missing out in cryptocurrency. I have this crypto dude on my WhatsApp, and he can post this crypto with their thing. This one just have 200x. This one made 1000x. You miss this pump. You miss that. It's good, though. It's good. It's good. But don't let fear of missing out put you in a situation where you just make an investment without proper decision. You say in this cryptocurrency, the first trade there is cry. The cryptocurrency is highly, highly volatile. That means it is very easy to lose your money. It is called a high risk investment. It's very easy to lose your money, and you can also make money and all that stuff, but the chance of you losing your money is also very high. And you might be like, oh, it was predicted, it was predicted. In Nigeria, we don't say, oh, this market was predicted. We say, no be your papa get them. No be your papa get them. So even if it was predicted, even if you yourself predicted that it will grow or it will not grow, and you make the decision based on that, your prediction, always invest what you know you can afford to lose. Always invest what you know you can afford to lose. Don't go around saying, oh, you heard that this one will do 2000 pump, will have 2000 pump or will do 2000x, and then you carry your phone, pim, 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 pim. If I put this one, ha, see the money I will get. You now run, go and borrow money, go and borrow money. And then, as it is, remember, nobody your papa get the market. The prediction did not go the way it was predicted, it went the opposite way. You will find yourself in debt because you went to borrow money, or you went to use money that you were meant to use to maybe pay your rent or do something important. Use that money because you saw, you were seeing the predictions that it will go this one. Someone that always predict the right thing every time. That person is not God now. One day he will predict something that will not work. Investment is your choice. At the end of the day, they'll tell you, this is not an investment advice. That's how they should put it. This is not investment advice. Do your own research. Do your own research, and always um invest. If you want to go into all these high risk investments, put the money you know that if that money goes, if you sleep and wake up and you see that money have disappeared, you won't lose your sanity. You will still be comfortable. You won't go crazy. Put that kind of money that will still give you peace of mind. Don't put the money that you put there is the cost of your high blood pressure. No, 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 no. Put something that will give you peace of mind. Peace of mind. And that's why I love the stock market and the real estate market. It is a low risk investment. It is a low risk investment. There is risk inside though. Every investment there is risks, but we have low risks and we have high risks. So choose the one that your heart can contain. Then we also have what they call medium risks too. So you see the three risks, low, medium, and high. Choose the one that your heart can carry. And in all the investments you're doing, invest the money that if it goes tomorrow, you have your peace of mind. That is the most important thing. Your peace of mind is the most important thing. The next one here, mistake number 5, neglecting or not paying attention to your retirement savings. In this life, if you're not making a choice, you are making a choice. If you are not consciously making a choice, you are unconsciously making a choice. So if you're not making a choice to focus on your retirement savings, it means you are making a choice to want to work till the day you die. That is it. I've made a choice that okay, I'll keep working for this company or I'll just be changing company. I'll be working till the day I die. If that's what you want, there's no problem. You can just skip this tip and move on. But if that's not what you want, then you need to pay attention to your retirement, especially if you're within your 20s and 30s. So I don't know why I'm just focusing on this age range, but this is the best time to start. If you started earlier, it would have been better. But if you're staying within this age range, you'd still have what they call time. You still have what they call time. I think in the US, not I think, in the US, there are two types of retirement accounts. We have the 401k account and we have the IRA account, which is the individual retirement account. Now, the amazing thing with this account is that you can have the two, but do your own research though. You can have the two. I think the 401k account is your employer that set it up for you, while the IRA account, the individual retirement account, um, you set it up for yourself. And I think you have maximum limits. Is it $7,000 or so? But anyways, that is in the US. Now, as a Nigeria, you can't obviously invest in that area of the retirement account because one, you're not a US citizen, two, you're not a US resident, three, you don't earn income in the US, which is actually a criteria to have those accounts because you are going to be taxed on those accounts before you put them in the account. So that by the time you pull out your retirement funds, you won't be taxed. So back to we Nigerians. Abego, which accounts, which retirement accounts can we have? Which one? Because the only one I know so far is the pension. And you can't rely on government pension. Like, I don't know, if you're in Nigeria, you will know this. You cannot rely on government pension. You cannot. I have this someone I know, she got a job to work as a lecturer in all these government schools, government universities. And she got the job in the previous tenure, in the previous governor's tenure. So while she was working and she was working without pay because they were owing them salary. The government was owing them salary for about 9, 10 months. So she worked for like 9, 10 months, close to a year. And then the new tenure started. And as the new tenure started, she was still working. And the new governor said, okay, we realized that the process they used to employ people was filled with malpractice, so you all can go. There were about 100 and something that were dismissed just with that letter from the new governor. They were dismissed without pay because they have not been paid. So she was telling me this like months later, like about 3, 4 months later after she had been dismissed. And I said, no, no, I don't know if the letter paid her, but as at that time, no pay. So it has been like a year now. If you calculate the 10 months plus the extra 4 months, like 1 year, she have not seen anything from the first month she started working, nothing. till she was dismissed, nothing show. Is it that government you want to put your trust in? Like from when I was small, I've been hearing of this pension. I've been hearing how they used to owe pension, people that are eligible for pension, how they used to owe them their pension. Sometimes you see them trying to protest and say let the government pay them their pension. Is that what you want to do? Is that the kind of stress you want to put yourself to? And in fact, let us even talk about how to even qualify for this pension. You have to work for the government for like 35, minimum of 35 years. Minimum of 35 years. So after your 35 years, whether you have reached 60, you have not reached 60, and that's when you can now retire. So is it that you want to work till yeah, in your 60s? Then by the time you now finish working, these 35 years, the government will now come and start doing you, start playing games with you on top of your pension that you have worked for 35 years. So I see that hoping on pension is not even the way forward because me, I don't even phantom myself working 35 years. Ha. And after 35 years, you now come and start looking for how to beg government to pay your pension. If they decide to pay you this month, if they decide to owe you the next 6 months. So if they owe you the next 6 months, what is the next option? So these are things you need to really put in factor. These are things you really need to put in factor, and you need to have a retirement account. So since pension is not in it, what can you actually do? So I analyze this 401k account and I analyze the IRA account that is done in the US. And you can do something similar, even if it is not standard. When I say standard, I mean official, like it's not in their official website, but you can create something like that for you. You can create your own individual retirement account, put your savings in your create a saving and call this saving my retirement account. You can put that saving in a high yield interest saving account where it will generate interest of the money that is there. You cannot be putting it there. Every time you just I'm putting this one for my retirement. The little amount you put, you can put 5,000, 2,000. Just be put just the main thing is about consistency over time, over time, over time. Then also you can because in this IRA account, many of the mistakes they make, those people that use this account, is that they just put the money there. And when you put the money there, the money will not really get much interest over time because you just put the money there, you didn't invest that money on something. So what they usually advise them is that when you put your money in the IRA account, you have to invest, just buy like a stock or few, invest in a stock. So when you invest in that stock, invest in that company. As the company grows, obviously your profits, your money grows, and then you get interest of that's your money, and that's your IRA account. So you can do something similar there. You can create your stock accounts. You can have a stock account, sign up with a stockbroker, have your stock account, and then build up your retirement account by buying stock. It's a very simple something. Let's just have in mind that okay, this my stock account is for my retirement. So by the time you feel like you're done with the working system and you just want to retire, you can check and now know how much is in your retirement account and move on from there. You don't need to work. And after you have finished working for 35 years, you're now in your 60s, and your 60s, your late 60s. At that point, when you're meant to relax, you'll not be looking how to beg government to pay you pension. So you need to really, really look into your retirement savings account. And remember, the earlier you start, the more it will benefit you. Not the late though. The earlier you start, the more benefits you will have. If you start building your retirement account at the age of in your 20s or in your 30s, early 30s, you will have more advantage than someone that want to start in his or her late 50s. And that advantage you have is the advantage called time. Time is money, and this is the money that we are talking about in the time. When you hear time is money, this is the money we are talking about, no other thing. So the next one year Mistake number 7, not having multiple income sources. Not having multiple income sources. Um, in point number 1, we talked about inflation. Hmm? And we said how the prices of goods and services will be going up. Everything will be doing, I am going higher. Yes, I am. I am going higher today. But the only thing that will join it not to go higher is your salary. The salary will just be there looking at other people doing, I am going higher. Food is singing. Transportation is singing. Everything, goods and services is singing. I am going higher. But your salary is there. It's not for you to go higher. That is why you should have multiple sources of income in 2025. In 2025, look for how you can start adding multiple sources of income. If not for everything, to be able to still live a very comfortable life that you are living despite inflation. Now, there are some few set of income that there are many ways you can have passive income and multiple source of income, obviously, but let's look at some few of them. The first is your end income. Your end income is your salary. Your end income is your salary. So basically, you should have a salary, or if you have a business, you're a business owner, your business should pay you salary. So you should still have an end income. Okay? Your business should pay you salary. Or if your business is small business that cannot pay you salary, then look for how you can have a part-time gig or something that gives you salary. So that's the first, and earn income. The next one is interest income. What is interest income? Interest income is the money made for saving in high yield interest accounts, interest saving interest accounts. I'm just I'm just mumbling around with words right now. So you have an account, a high yield interest savings account, and you put your money there instead of you saving in your regular bank, because your regular bank will just give you debit alerts. I've said it before and I'll say it again. And there is this particular bank that I was banking with that gave me a debit alert. It was crossover night. I will not forget to 2023 crossover night. I said, let me pay my offering. Oh, I carry phone to do transaction. I open my app. I'm seeing figure that is lesser than what was there. I check my transaction. I'm seeing debit alert that I did not do. The bank debited me, and they wrote it there miscellaneous on top of my money. You're debiting me for miscellaneous. What's miscellaneous? Like, I'm okay with the VAT charges and the maintenance charges you're collecting. What is miscellaneous? That is by the way, but that is what your bank will do. Your bank will just debit you. They will debit you. In fact, they will use your money. Your bank, the fact that your bank will carry your money, use it and invest, get interest, use it and do all that and get interest, and they'll come back to debit you, collect your own money, and give you peanut. They'll not even give you anything on the investment. They'll just debit you and continue. You are there. So instead of you saving in your normal bank, maybe the money you can put in your normal bank is the money that you just want to use on the go spendings, but money that you say, okay, this one is for savings, for or for a particular saving there. Maybe you want to save for your rent, you want to save for skincare, you want to save for um tuition or education. Those savings, I think you should go to high yield interest saving accounts where you will get money for, where you get interest for that money that you put. So that money that you put, the interest gotten from that money you put in savings is what is called interest income. That is the second type of income you should have. The next kind of income you should have is what they call dividend income. Dividend income is the income you get from investing in stock in the stock market. There are some companies that if you buy their stock, they pay you money, and this money they pay is what they call dividends. So you should also have that. Okay, it's usually advisable that your dividend income should be reinvested back in the stock market. Okay, so that it can grow more. Then the other income that you should look at getting is a rental income. If you have a car, you can rent your car. If you have a house, you can rent your house, you can rent your space. Just look for what you can rent if you can. If you cannot, maybe you can focus on a tree, or you can look for other kind of passive incomes that you can get. Okay? passive income that you can get in 2025. So in 2025, do not limit yourself. I repeat, in 2025, do not limit yourself to just one stream of income. Have multiple sources of income in 2025. Have multiple sources of income in 2025. This will make you um, live a more better and a more comfortable life. One, despite the inflation, it will also help you to be able to invest more and save more. Okay, especially when you are planning for the long term. So have, and I repeat, have multiple sources of income. Now, mistake number 8 is forgetting about taxes. Forgetting about taxes, whether you're a business owner or you're an individual, do not forget about taxes. And it is quite a very strange thing that in Nigeria, many people don't really have the education regarding taxes. The education regarding taxes is really, really limited, and it is really, really a bad thing. So, in your investments, in your business, always include taxes. This will also save you some This will also save you from spending some careless money around. If you do the right thing, you might say, "Oh, this one is collecting more money," but by the time you don't do it, you might feel like you're escaping. But one time, it will meet you. It will meet you, and by then, you would have wished you had just been paying the tax initially. So don't forget about taxes. So there you have it. This is mistake number 7 I just said. So there you have it. We have 7 financial mistakes that you should avoid in 2025 if you're ready to pop up your financial game. Locking in your 2025 goals is not just about vision boards, and just it's about everything that concerns you, your finances, your spirituality, outing life, everything that concerns you. So if you want to have a very balanced life, your finances actually plays a very key role in having a very balanced and comfortable life in 2025. So don't forget to follow all these 7 things to avoid all these 7 mistakes that you heard today. Don't forget to budget. It's very important. Budgeting is key. Budgeting is the foundation of every good financial structure. Budgeting is the key. Don't forget to budget. Don't forget to invest. For the budgeting, you can check out the template. The free template is in the description. Don't forget to start investing, and you can check out on investing in the stock market and in real estate. You can register for the class. The link is in the description. Don't forget to save or start building your emergency funds. Don't forget to plan for your retirement. Don't forget to diversify your income. Don't forget to have multiple sources of income. And if you found this video helpful, also don't forget to share this video, like it, and leave a very good and thoughtful comment. If you have any question, you can ask it in the comment section, and I'll try my best to answer it. Thank you very much for sticking around to the end. It really means a lot to me. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.